Movies are not the only thing Marvel fans have to look forward to. It seems a key Avenger is getting their own single-player game. That plus Multiversus updates on today's GameSpot news. It seems Wakanda Forever truly means it, because after the release of the film, we'll be reportedly getting a Black Panther video game. Hot on the heels of the MCU film's emotional trailer, Jeff Grubb of GameSpot's sister site Giant Bomb has revealed a few details on this early in development title. The game, codenamed Project Ranier, is said to be coming from a brand new studio based in Seattle, founded by former Monolith Productions VP and studio head Kevin Stevens, published under Electronic Arts. Under Stevens, Monolith Productions created the two open-world Lord of the Rings titles, Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War, and that studio is now working on a Wonder Woman game that was revealed at last year's Game Awards. Two words that define that Wonder Woman title also pertain to Black Panther: single player and open world. Grubb claims that the game will act as an origin story, the new Black Panther working to assume the mantle soon after the passing of its previous bearer. In nearly every popular iteration of the character, that is the passing of the mantle from Wakandan King T'Chaka to his son T'Challa. But Grubb could not confirm if that will be the case in this game. Perhaps this Black Panther game is set in the past or the future and follows one of T'Challa's ancestors or predecessors, respectively. Unfortunately, don't expect to learn any further details of this game anytime soon, as Grubb claims it is in very early development. To while away the time until more Black Panther video game news, maybe jump into the Multiversus open beta, which starts tomorrow after a week of early access. Despite being available to a limited number of people, the game has proved incredibly popular over the last week. According to eventshub.com, since the launch of the game in early access, the platform fighter has an average of over 38,000 Steam players online at any given time and an all-time peak of over 61,000. That average is higher than the near 29,000 average of the 13 next most popular fighting games on Steam from the last month. Of course, Multiversus' success can be attributed to the fact that it is a taste of an upcoming release, plus the very robust marketing campaign Warner Bros. Has put behind it, including partnering with streamers to promote the game. But even still, these numbers are very impressive considering that it wasn't available to everyone. With early access now being lifted, it stands to reason that concurrent player count will only increase, particularly as the open beta will be adding LeBron James to the roster. Now, you might be very confused as to why LeBron James, but this is LeBron James, the character from Space Jam: A New Legacy, not the actual basketball player LeBron James, much like Buzz Lightyear, and Lightyear was the space explorer that the toy Buzz Lightyear was based off of. I hope that clears things up. The best way to play the Multiversus open beta might be on Xbox, which is getting an awesome stealth update that cuts the Series X and S boot times by around 5 seconds. This is thanks to a shorter boot up animation sequence that is now available to Xbox insiders. Of course, with a 4-second boot animation, that means if you drop a piece of food on the floor at the exact time you turn on your Xbox and the boot animation completes, you still have a full second to pick it up. But I'm sorry, if it's after that, you have to discard the food, and that is the law. Alright everyone, that is it for today's GameSpot news. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and we'll see you tomorrow.